Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel. Happy, don't know what day it is, probably not a Friday, because your girl's been not so great at that. I've got a product empties for you today. Excuse the fact that I have quite a lot of cheek on. I explained that in the other video that either has gone up before this or has not gone up yet. I've been practicing some wedding style makeup for a wedding that I am doing later. I'm also participating in this wedding, so a little bit complicated, but there's quite a lot of cheekness going on right now. I just wanted to see how some products layered, and it's far too much for my lighting, etc. Daytime also not great. Product empties. I have a load to share with you. There is quite a lot of mainly skin stuff, really, to be honest. Maybe not super exciting, but this bag's getting quite full and I want to throw it out, so I thought that I would just get on with it. First things first, I have 4 packets of the simple face wipes. I have made a decision to really try and move away from using face wipes. They're not ideal for your skin. I've always spoken about this anyway. You know that they're not great for your skin. They often have like alcohol and things on. I find that these ones are really moist and they work really well for my skin, and they also don't break me out, feel scratchy, and they're nice and moist as well. They also don't kind of force me to rub up my eyes to get that initial makeup off. However, I have been working towards just doing a double cleanse instead. If you've got time to fuck about with 2 or 3 wipes in an evening, you've got time to do a double cleanse instead, which is what everyone should be working towards, particularly as these are really bad for the environment as well. So although if you are a white person, I do highly recommend the simple skin ones. Overall, even though I've used 4 packets since I did a last video, I am trying to move into just doing a double cleanse and not being such a wipe whore, because it's not ideal for your skin. There is not really a massive benefit to doing it, and actually I only do it because I feel like it gets my makeup off before I then go and cleanse, whereas I could just double cleanse. Laziness on my part. But if you're looking for a good wipe, they're reasonably priced. They're available in Superdrug and Boots and all that good stuff, so like readily available as well. They're really moist, they don't hurt my eyes, they don't sting my eyes, they don't break me out, they don't give me a rash, and they're really soft wipes as well. I've used up more of these. I just have a few. That's the packet that it came in, so let's just... 3 of these I've got in here. I've used up more. I've got the these are all the Seoulista these are all the Seoulista Beauty sheet masks. I am obsessed. I do have a good relationship with Naomi, who often sends me some of these, but I would also just like to point out, I did share on my Instagram the other day, I'd run out of the hydration ones. They had a 15% off. Not sure if that's still going on. I think it's Summer Skin or something like that, which gave you 15% off your order. I ordered, I think, a couple of the Correct and Calm ones and a 3-pack of the hydration ones. I have bought them myself. I will continue to buy themselves. I first discovered them in I think it was an unboxing video actually, through Social Network Solutions, and they are award-winning. Also, I'm going to really mess this up and I wish I'd googled it first. But you know what, I'm going to Google it now for you because I don't want to get this wrong. I'm trying to be much better with packaging and things. I know like not everything that I show you in here will be like that, but their packaging is like biodegradable or fully recyclable or something like that, and I, as someone that's a little bit trying to be more environmentally friendly, I'm really trying not to just be throwing things out or using stuff that's individually packaged like this and that you can't recycle afterwards, because that's really not what I'm about. So about the brand, I will just give you a little rundown. They are formulated with powerful botanicals that are paraben free, mineral oil free, sulfate free, and artificial colour free. They only source from reputable and ethical manufacturers, and their products are never tested on animals, so really, really good. and I can't find a bit about the packaging, but I know that they are like either fully biodegradable or fully recyclable, something like that. This is not something that I would support individual packaging like this if it wasn't kind of environmentally friendly, if that makes sense. But as far as the actual products go on, these, I don't have one to show you, and I don't want to open one because I'm not going to use one until later. But these sheet masks are the stickiest sheet masks, and what I mean by that is that a lot of sheet masks, when they're soaked with the serum or the product that you're using, you still kind of have to like lie back for them to stay on the skin. These sheet masks, the actual mask is kind of placed between two kind of bits of material, and the actual bit that goes on your face is almost like a second skin, so you really can kind of wander around the house, terrify your parents or whoever you're living with, as I've done to my mother several times. That poor mum. Answer the door, you know, it's not going to slide off your face, it doesn't drip, it really does fit into all the kind of, there is a particular technique of applying it. Maybe I'll do a video on that for you if you'd like to see like the perfect application of a sheet mask like this. Not only are they award-winning, they've made a real difference to my skin. As you can see, like, they're travel friendly. You've seen in a million of my Instagram stories, I take them when I'm on trips for work. I travel a lot for work. I take them on planes. They're kind of airplane friendly. There are several different kinds. They've got this, I think the kind of like the diamond and the gold ones are more of their newer, like more high-tech anti-aging range, if I'm not mistaken. And the regular line has like a hand mask, a foot mask, the brightening one, the correct and calm one. There's a charcoal clearing one, which I think is the purple packet, and there is the blue colour, which is the hydration. Let me see if I can just... So this is the one that I bought and as you can see, they've got a rosy hands and rosy toes one as well. I have used the rosy toe one before. It really just moisturised my feet and left me feeling like really nice. Hydration one, again, I think these are pretty much all award-winning. My favourites are the hydration one. I use the brightening one a lot. And if my skin's been wearing a lot of makeup and stuff and I've had a few breakouts, but I don't want to be kind of like clearing, I just want kind of calm and soothingness if I've got a lot of redness, then the correct and calm one is also a favourite. I mean, I love all of them, but they're all for different things. If you have more of a, I don't know, if you have like a slightly older skin or you are going to an event or something, I'd suggest using one of the Gold Glow or the Diamond Radiance. Those, I would say, I think they're a little bit more expensive as well, I can't remember. The value packs are much better. You can get like the 3 packs as I showed you with the Radiance ones. I think they do like a try me packet as well, where you get a few different ones in there. But I've used up 3 of these. I think I've used up more than that, but I probably was at my boyfriend's house and I'm not gonna just bring packets back with me because that's weird. So highly recommend. Really helped kind of improve my skin on the go, stops me from having to depot a load of masks and things. I mean, I will take other things with me if I want to, but they're a really nice, easy, handy way of getting kind of a bit of a skin boost, especially when I'm traveling. And just at home, it's nice to sit in the bath with one on, you know, when you've got your hair mask in and all that kind of stuff. And I love the fact that not only do they really work and they're environmentally friendly and like free of gross stuff, but second skin technology where it doesn't like drip or feel disgusting or you have to like lay back and do it. Like, you can do stuff while you're doing that, do you know what I mean? You don't have to, you could use it as like a chill time, but often if I'm masking, like I'm editing or something, I'm sitting up, I don't want things dripping or sliding off my face. So you know my love for Seoulista Beauty, like I did not need to like do all of that, but I did, so you know. This I think is the packet from the e.l.f. eye patches. These are not so environmentally friendly. They come in like these little trays, as you can see, which are, you can recycle these. Everything that is recyclable I will recycle, obviously. Really nice. I prefer the Patchology ones, to be honest. I find that they depuff me slightly better and they feel nicer, but the e.l.f. ones, if you're looking for kind of like a budget skincare one, obviously also alpha cruelty free, so that's a massive bonus as well. Then they do the job, they kind of depuff and stuff. I just have a slight preference for the Patchology ones. I feel like they're a little bit more moisturising, and just do a slightly better job on me personally, but I would absolutely repurchase the elf ones when I'm out of the Patchology ones because they are quite expensive. A couple of hair products for you. This is the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Glued. I've got the travel size and the big one. This is my favourite hairspray. It really does fix and hold. It's quite strong. It does coat things though, and it is, I mean, this is like a heavy duty hairspray. It is what I have in today. Let me just see if I can. I mean, this is what you're talking about. All I have to do is like fling it up, give it a spray, and it will stay. I don't really want my hair that big, so I'm just gonna kind of like shnunk it out again. But this is what I mean. If you are doing styles, particularly where they're more slick, or you want volume, it works for both. It's a really good hairspray. There is a tiny little bit left in there, but it's in the bag because it's gonna go soon. Highly recommend if I am doing, if I'm going on a night out or something, that is the one thing that I can't live without. Used up a couple of fragrances. I've got the Amber Romance from Victoria's Secret. This is a really nice body spray. I think like my ex Ryan got it for me like ages ago. It's lasted so long. Really nice, really soft, like nice, not too floral scent. And the VS scents are really nice. Can't really say much about it. I've got a bottle of Calvin Klein Eternity. This is one of the perfumes that I wear quite often. Again, it's not particularly floral. It's fairly fresh and a little bit kind of like musky. If you like white musk or something from the Body Shop, you might like this. It's kind of a similar type vibe. Not very good at describing scents, so I suggest you have a little look on the internet. I've got one of the, oh my god, something's sticky in here. I've got one of the Revolution Pro Fix sprays. This is one of my favourite makeup fixing sprays. I adore it. It's really reasonably priced. I think it's about £6 or £7. It's vegan and cruelty free. What's not to love? The mist is really fine and really nice. It doesn't squirt you in the face. It doesn't make your face disgustingly wet. It sets your makeup. It's really good for oil control. They have several different ones. I think they've got a hyaluronic acid one now in their Pro line. They've got all sorts of wonderful products. I'm a massive fan of Revolution. I have the Smashbox, I don't even know what this is. I've got a Smashbox liner here. I can't remember. It's one of those self-sharpening ones. I did kind of like it. It's okay. Probably a little bit overpriced. I really resent paying like 25 quid or something for a eyeliner, but I must have just had like a moment of madness. I think Kiko do really good ones. Rimmel have really good eyeliners that are waterproof and stuff, really similar to the Urban Decay 24/7 ones. I just feel like, why would I pay this much for a liner? It was really pretty. It's a khaki colour. All of the stuff is rubbed off on it, but I can see just about that it is Smashbox. And it was one of those self-sharpening ones. The self-sharpening ones really irritate me because I feel like I never get the point that I want. I would rather have like a pencil form or something that I sharpen myself. I've got the Lip Glow by Dior. This is the colour, I think it's just the original Dior Addict Lip Glow. It's like the pink one. I have even gotten in there with a brush to scrape the last bits off out of there. It's a really nice lip balm, but it's a lip balm and it gives you a pink tint, and it's quite expensive for a lip balm that just gives you a pink tint. So I really like it. It's a nice natural lip. They do them in lots of different colours now, but it's probably a bit overpriced because it's Dior. I have one of the Hypnose minis. This is the Lancome Hypnose mascara. I really like this mascara. It's one of the high-end mascaras that I really like. I feel like Lancome actually do some really decent ones. I personally use a lot of drugstore ones. Right now, for example, I'm using the like mega skinny liner from Wet n Wild, which I love. But if I had to pick one from Lancome, it would be between the Hypnose and the Hypnose Drama. If you like a spidery, really chunky, looks like you're wearing mascara lash for a night out or something, then the Hypnose Drama is quite a chunky one. That's really nice, lengthens, volumizes, separates the lashes, doesn't get too clumpy, but you can really build it up if you want to. This is a classic Batiste. This is completely gone. This is dry shampoo I use. I have brunette hair. I don't use too much of this. A trick if you don't want that powdery look and you have dark hair like I do, then spray it into the roots, leave it for 30 to 60 seconds, before you go massage it in, and that way some of your oils will kind of get rid of that like white powdery look. I feel like if you leave it for a minute or so before you rub it in, you are less likely, if you have dark hair, to get the powdery look. I have tried the coloured ones. If you've got roots and things, then that's really handy, but the coloured ones for brunette hair drive me insane because that stuff gets everywhere. It gets under my nails when I've rubbed it in and stuff. It looks gross. It gets on my pillow. I don't like it. I would rather have the normal coloured one, and the minis are really handy for when I travel. I've used a million of these. These are the deodorants that I use. It's a cream deodorant, not a spray deodorant, and this is the women's Mitchum Ultimate 48-hour protection in the scent Pure Fresh, which is a fresh cotton, slightly lemony scent. Last thing that I have, oh no, I've got two more things. One more skincare item is the miniature Emma Hardie Moringa cleansing balm. This is something that I used to use a lot. I had mini left over from this. I really like it. It smells amazing. It's quite expensive. I think I still prefer the Eve Lom one to this. I just like the smell and stuff better, and I find that I have to use less of the Eve Lom one. I was sent the Eve Lom one, I wasn't sent this, so maybe there's some bias going on there, but I do feel like the Eve Lom one kind of, it melts more, so you need less product as well. But if you don't want to purchase that one, the Emma Hardie one is really, really nice, and I did use this for a long time a few years ago when it first came out. I also have a cheaper alternative for you guys, which I will talk about in another video because I am going to do like a Body Shop skin focus one. This is like a £10 job, and it's the Chamomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter from the Body Shop. Really, really highly rate that if you can't afford the Eve Lom or the Emma Hardie one, which are both fantastic. Then the Body Shop one is amazing, doesn't sting my eyes, gets off makeup, cleanses skin, beautiful. The last thing that I've used up that I have to show you is my hair dye. I get an awful lot of comments on where I get my hair done, what I do to keep my hair healthy, what colour do I use, oh my god, your hair's really nice, what colour is that, blah blah blah. I dye it myself. I use, I have had highlights and stuff in the past, I have had hairdressers and stuff in the past. I occasionally get my mum to just trim a little bit off the edge. I often get cuts at a studio or something if there is a proper hairdresser. Then I'm very lucky, I kind of get like a free trim or whatever at work, depending on like if they're good and actually trained and stuff. If not, I've had the same hairdresser since I was like, I don't know, 4 or something, and she knows like not to make too many drastic changes and you can't trim too much off and all that kind of like model style shit that I just have to be careful of. Where my colour is concerned, sometimes I will get it professionally done with her. I might have a few highlights or whatever put in, or you know, the agency can book me something if I need like a bit of an all over refresh and some long layers cut back in. But my every 6 to 8 weeks colour, I do it myself. It's the Garnier Nutrisse Creme colour. It's the Nourishing Permanent Hair colour. It is the grey coverage one, and I have the colour number 5, which is a Mocha brown. We'll just show you the colours on the back. It is a permanent hair dye. I haven't found a semi-permanent that I like. I feel like with hair dye, I'm not a hairdresser, so I don't know. I feel like if you are, if you already have coloured hair and stuff, if you could find a semi-permanent to refresh a colour, that would probably be better, because I feel like the permanent ones, I believe they lift as well as add the colour back in, which is not really necessary or something. I don't know, I'm not a hairdresser. But I use the box dye. I do kind of a roots for 15 minutes and then the lengths for 5 because my hair is already coloured. If you are new to this, obviously follow the instructions on the back. I have always used box dyes on my hair. I've never had a problem. I've never had any complaints at work, but my hair is pretty much all one colour. If I was doing highlights or lowlights or anything like that, then I would go to a professional to get it done. But there we go, that's what I use. I get an awful lot of comments on that. And that, my friends, is all I have to show you today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and maybe got some kind of hints and tips on some new skincare goodies, a little bit more information on the masks and things. If you've got any suggestions for products that you've used up and you can't live without, then please do leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, lots of love. Bye!